Ready when you are. Okay. The biking dilemma. So how many of us commute to Charleston? Everybody does. We commute through walking, driving, or bicycling. And I'm pretty sure all of us can agree that it sucks commuting through here because of traffic, and especially if you're riding a bike, it can really suck too because there's no bike lanes. It's extremely dangerous. Because of no bike lanes, bikers throw this bike in the middle of the road because they have nowhere else to go. They can bike on the sidewalk where you're walking. Some people do that here. Bikers don't really know the biking etiquette down here. And since bikers bike in the middle of the road, it can cause traffic because they're going like 15 miles per hour when you're trying to go 30 miles per hour, and that can really suck. Now, of all the places I've been to San Francisco, Atlanta, St. Petersburg, Galveston, Texas. This is the worst place with traffic and biking. This place has about an average of, there was a study that was conducted between 2014 and 2015, this most frequent one, and most recent one, and the study showed that it was an average of about 2.9 deaths per million. That's about 34% higher than the average. There's a graph right here that shows that. Now, even though it's 2.9 per million, it's actually like 2.9 per 50,000 because those million people don't bike all the time. It's about 50,000 actually bike. So, and because of this, Charleston is ranked number 9 in the cyclist fatality rate. We're on the top 10 places in this city, or one of the top 10 cities that you can die from biking. That's pretty absurd. And this graph right here, it shows Charleston getting better. We are the blue bar. The national average is the red bar, and it has gotten better over time, till 2009. But the issue is, since 2009, we had a 73% bicycling growth. A 73%, it nearly doubled. So there's a lot more people on the roads now, that are bicycling. Now, if we're able to solve these issues, what would be the benefits? Well, for us college students, we'll probably reap the most rewards. Because it'll be easier for us to commute from classes, or if you live around here, like 2 miles away or a mile away, it'll be easier for you to commute to the school. So we can check that off. It can reduce traffic because you get the bicyclists and you put them off the road and into the biking lanes. So it can help with people who tourist down here. Do that right there. Make it more tourist friendly because a lot of people that visit down here, they want to rent the bikes down here and whatnot. So if there's designated lanes for them, it can help them and show them where to go. So that's another benefit for Charleston. And of course, reduce the death rate. That'd be really nice too. And it also helps bike taxis. Now, if you don't really care about the commuting things that would directly help you, there's additional benefits. It can reduce the wear and tear on roads because the more lanes there are, more people will bike. In 2018, between April to June, Charleston spent about over $700K on pothole repairs. And that's for a few months. And when I drive around here or walk around, I still see potholes everywhere. It didn't seem like anything changed. A new study by the Consumer Affairs says that Charleston is the #1 state with the worst roads in the United States, which makes sense. These roads are terrible, and it helps the planet. More people that bike will use less gas. We spend about over 390 million gallons per day. That equates to about 142 billion per year. Now, this is equivalent to about 550 Olympic-sized swimming pools per day. Now, this room, if you fill it with gas, it's probably like 10 of these you can fit into an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Now, you times this 10 by 550, and that's how much you spend per day. I mean, how much gas you should use per day. And that's about 18 million barrels. The United States use more gas like 3 times compared to other countries on the average. Now, what's my reason for this? What's my reason saying that because there's going to be more bike lanes, people are going to bike more and save on gas and save on wear and tear on the roads? And that is because there was a study done by Peter Jacobson. The study showed that the more bike lanes there are, the safer it gets, more people will start biking more. And actually, an interesting thing too that happens is that when people bike more, it actually becomes more safer too, because more drivers being more aware of people on the roads, and overall everybody will benefit from it. And here's a study that shows cycling increasing lane miles through. Now, before we go into the real solutions, I want to look at how other cities done it. Seattle is ranked #1 in bicycle safety, and they spend about $16 million a year on bicycle projects. It's quite a bit of money. Charleston, we only spend like $200K a year, and that's mostly for sweeping the roads, like the bicycle lanes. You know, someone comes with a broom and sweep it a little bit. Seattle does this by having concrete buffers that helps protect them. It creates a barrier between the cars and the bicyclists. Let's look at another one. San Francisco is ranked #2. They spend over $100 million a year on biking lanes. And their biking lanes has, so their main solution is that they have biking lanes throughout the whole city and goes everywhere. So everywhere they go, they have biking lanes. Another cool one that I saw is that Korean has these solar panel biking lanes. So like you go bike under here, and there's solar panels right on top. So it's like a cool double thing. So, and how to achieve these solutions? More money can help solve these issues. Just keep throwing money at the problems. Are one of those things. Having rumble strips. We can't have barriers because downtown the roads are too small. So you can have rumble strips. If you run over it, they make a loud audible noise, and your car will shake. And we can also have dual parking meters and bike lanes. So there's not a lot of space down here. We can convert some parking meters or parking spots into dual bike lanes also. So it's like a cool little thing that you can work with it. And these will only be open during certain times too. So they can still make money, the parking meters. So they'll be open in the morning or later on in the day when there's major time of traffic. And if you do want to help, you can contact me. And there's a website link right here. And Charleston also was granted $20 million from the federal government, because the federal government saw how terrible this place was. They granted us $20 million, and we're building a bridge right now that's, I think it's from James Island connected to the city, but that's even worse because now we're putting a bunch of cyclists into a death trap of the city because there's not enough biking lanes. And that's it. That's my sources. So I gave you all my knowledge.